Welcome everybody, Two Saw Acres here. So it's about that time of year for me to put my saws up for the winter. It's gonna 2-3 months on average is what I put them up for. So I figured it'd be a good chance to show y'all what I found is the best or easiest or fastest way to clean out the saws. Before we get to that though, before I take the chain or anything off, it's easier to sharpen the chain while it's still on there. So I do that first. A couple quick tips there. If you're going to be clamping your bar and your vise, get yourself a set of jaw pads, all right? Like these ones here, Harbor Freight, just some, rubber, plastic, whatever they are, just so you're not marring up your bar. Second, an easy way to remember where you start on your chain when you're sharpening, just a paint marker, right? Just hit the tops of the teeth with the paint marker. Third, if you're going to be putting your saw up for a really long time, 4, 5, 6 months, it wouldn't be a bad idea to, dump the gas out, start it, run it dry, or add a fuel stabilizer of some sort and let it run for a couple minutes with the stabilizer in there. That way your fuel doesn't go bad, clog up the carburetor, all right? Especially with the two-stroke oil in there, it's not good. Personally, I don't have an issue with, 2, 3, 4 months. That's not usually long enough for the fuel to set up, so it's not that big of a deal. Once this is sharpened, we'll go ahead and get it torn down. I'm going to be doing 2 saws today, but I'm only going to really show you the one just because it's really simple. So stand by. All right, saw's taken apart. Here's a cool little tool for you if you haven't seen one of these before. This is a bar cleaner. It's from Oregon, I think. Yep, Oregon Bar Groove Cleaner. All right. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Can we see that? Yep, that's what it looks like there. And this is what it's for. You run it into your groove. Now this is 50 thou for a 50 thou blade or bar. Look at all the gunk it gets out of there. See that? Okay. I didn't have one of these for years and I still was able to clean just fine, so. But you can see all the crud coming out of this. I don't normally do this inside, so actually, yeah, let's go ahead and take this outside and I'll show you the real trick. This right here is the real trick. All right, little compressed air. Before I got this little bar cleaner tool, I would just take the compressed air and run it through. But since I have the bar tool, I'm going to use it real quick just to get the chunks out of there. You can see the big old wads falling out. See that big old wad there? All right, anyway. Sometimes the sawdust gets really jammed in there and even the air won't get it out. Okay. And I just take my compressed air, run it down that groove. Go both sides. Now your bigger bars will have an oiling hole right here. This one's got a little grease groove or a grease hole and a grease hole up here for the front wheel. Don't just run it. I'll do a little bit there, but you don't want to spin these wheels up here just freewheeling. It's really bad on the bearings. I do blow out the holes though. That's it. She's done. I'll go get the body and we'll do that part. Alright, so here's the side cover. You can see all the gunk in there, right? This is so much faster than sitting around and scraping it out. You gotta watch out because it will blow back in your face. Just like that. There's still a little bit of gunk in there. Just like that. So, side cover's clean. You can see all that guy. Same thing here. Alright, once I'm satisfied with this, go ahead and pull my air filter out. I just cleaned this air filter recently, but I'll do it anyway. You know what? Why not? Alright, so with the air filter, blow it from the inside out. And a very light on the outside. And one more from the inside. Now the air filter looks nice and clean. And if you're gonna blow out the inside of the carb area, what I do is I take my thumb, I plug the inlet, right, so that nothing can get in there. So I plug it like that, then blow it out. That's it. So as you can see, that is super easy. I'll wipe off the excess grease or anything, you know, especially down here around the mount. I don't know if you can really see all the gunk in there, but it's just old oil, it's fine. No big deal. And then another cool little tool, if you don't have one of these, it's just a push greaser, a push grease gun, right? So most bar tips have a hole right up here, right there, right? When you push down on this guy, it pushes grease out. See that? So what you do, I'm just gonna dump that in that hole, but find that little hole right there, push it in. It even came out the other side. If you see when I move it around, see the grease comes out. So that's good there. Then we're ready to slap it back together and put it on the shelf. And something else that I figured out, at least with my saws, if you ever have a problem with oil dripping out of them, you know, the bar oil, I lay it on its side, the chain side down. Just lay it like that. And I'm not sure if there's a reason for that or not, but that seems to stop my oil from leaking out. Well, everybody, that'll wrap up this video. I'll get this other chainsaw cleaned up and put away as well. If you got any comments or questions, please throw it down in the comment section. I reply to every comment that's put down there. If you got anything out of this, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. And I guess we'll see you on the next video.